here tonight, today. How's it going to travel? Third game, Boss, Imperial team, taking on the Moist Republic team.
Uh, it's too close to call.
Great heals against great tanks, great DPS against great DPS. It's been close, and here it
And we have a
is.
pop. And we have ancient hypergates. The Moist there didn't even wait for me to tell them to take the pop. They're so eager, they just leapt right in.
We're into Ancient Hypergate. Oh man, I would have loved a Hutball, but this is interesting.
This could be very interesting.
It's gonna. I tell you what, it'll be interesting. We've only seen Ancient Hypergate from a core perspective in terms of strategy. Both core teams having the same strat. It'll be interesting to see what happens here.
Well, as I was saying, Celestini, renowned for ninja capping nodes. It's simply, he is the best on the server at ninja capping, and it looks like he's going to be running off to the right straight off the bat.
Interesting.
Something I should note, on Master Denala, there seems to be this unwritten rule that a team heads to the left when they leave
Yeah,
spawn on ancient hypergates.
I've noticed that.
If you run to the right, it's just seen as crazy. You're a madman if you run to the right. But no, it looks like most of the Moist is heading left, but we may see Celestini head right. I'm not sure. Ruse is also over there. No, Ruse is going to head back. But with 40 seconds left before we start, I'm willing to bet Celestini heads right.
Well, let's see how that pays off because at the moment the entire boss team is going left by the looks of it.
So that's the Moist's right.
You got it.
Now this is interesting. It looks like Ruse is actually prepared to go left. Go right, sorry. Which means he's going to be intercepting boss. I'm wondering if he's just going to leap on in there and or straight off the bat.
It's very, very kind of boss. They just put a deionized buff on me. Very kind of them.
And there we have it, Ruse and Celestini. Celestini isn't even in stealth. Celestini's not in stealth, he stealths now. But he gave
Well,
boss the
Warmonger's
opportunity.
yeah, Warmonger saw him, and I'm going to follow Warmonger here because Warmonger is all over it. He knows that Celestini's here.
That was a mistake by Celestini, and Ruse did exactly what we expected to see from Ruse. He leapt in and hit Ore, and he managed to hit 5 of the boss players.
All right, I'm going to head over to mid, but we've got Smidge in stealth over at their node, and you've got Celestini probably over there somewhere as well. So let's see what's happening over at mid, and it is, well, it's what we've come to expect from Ancient Hypergate. It's just carnage.
Well, at the moment it looks like the heals of the Moist is actually winning out, but the stun bubbles are really giving boss an opportunity to get back into it.
Yeah, definitely. No one's going for the orbs. You just see them going for each other, and it looks like Winspec's... No, Gimp goes down, so the substitute is down straight away. And who have we got over here? We've got
We
Jack
just
Boots
had
in a one-on-one. Wins that. Goes
Wadeless
in.
comes in to join the fight. Ruse is immediately on him. Skittles is on him, and Wadeless is actually going after, trying to heal Warmonger, who was in a fight with Jack Boots, but Warmonger goes down. Now it's Wadeless being focused down by Jack Boots and Skittles. He goes down. I think Jack Boots
Yeah,
got the best of that fight, and now it's Warmonger. And Warmonger's all by himself. He's popped Undying Rage, but he was not going to
he's
last that
down,
long. He's down.
but
Tom
the
the Narwhal's actually
reinforcements are in.
grabbing. Tom the Narwhal gets an orb. I think this is the first orb we've seen. Will he actually get away with it, though? He's
Yeah,
been stunned.
Celestine's got an orb. Celestine's got an orb and is about to plant it. There you go.
So it looks as though the Moist more than content to grab their orbs and run and abandon mid, which they've actually done. There's only Tinkle, Skittles, Ruse, and Tom the Narwhal left, and Jack Boots left at mid. That means they have 2 players off on a little adventure. It looks like Celestiny's now rejoined mid.
And
With
their heals are winning out over the DPS and the taunts of Boss. The heals are definitely having a massive effect on this game.
We actually have not seen a single player from the Moist go down yet. Slesny was on half health, then a second later he's on full health. Tinkle going down, going down, going down, but he's on half health, and I expect immediately back up to 100%. Rue's going down, going down, going down. He's been he's actually been stunned and taunted, but he's going straight back up to 100%.
What'd be really interesting here is to see if Boss try and lose this strategy. If they go, this is not working for us, let's try and drag them out of mid, maybe do a double cap, stop them from getting their kill points and their orb points. That would probably be a good thing to do.
With that strategy, the one thing that Boss definitely has going for them is they have 2 assassins.
Yep.
And that could work very much to their advantage. We actually see Pirellis going to back up their healer Grizzy just then. And it looked like, I'm thinking, if there's a good time for them to try and double cap, would be to peel off some of their assassins now and just abandon mid while leaving their healers there, trying to keep up 1 or 2 players.
And you can see what's happening. I mean, it's literally a 3-on-1. Celestini, Jackboots, and Ruse are just going after Grizzy, and it took a good 10 seconds before Winspec and gosh, I can't see who those, and Warmonger came to his aid. And it doesn't look like it's going to have much help for them. Looks like, oh no, Winspec's staying, just getting the heals he needs, but Warmonger's going to go down unless Grizzy can pop off some heals onto him. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
I'll say this, the Boss just aren't doing a good job of focusing down Tinkle and Celestini. We've got Warmonger now on Tinkle, but he's being CC'd out of it by Ruse, and Tinkle's just run out of there.
And guess what's happening? It looks like the ninja cap's going down. In fact, it's going down. Prustless is doing the ninja cap. Doesn't look like there's anyone there to stop him. Looks like he's going to get it away. Is he going to get it? Yes, he is. He's got it.
He gets it, which is interesting because Yoppie was actually CC'd out of it. But he had full resolve. I'm not sure if his break was up or not.
This is great. Looks like Tom the Narwhal's trying to get it back up, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. He's going to keep trying, and it looks like, who's this on the other side? Is this Tinkle, and Tom the Narwhal just trying to cap it? They're getting blasted away. It's 2-on-4 here. There should be more. Where are they? Where is the support from Boss? They've got 10 seconds to hold this. They really need to have them in. They're gone. There's no one there to support them. There we go. And the AoE goes down. They're going to hold it. Great work. They're going to hold it,
and they managed to keep the double cap.
Fantastic work. Oh, that was close. It didn't look like they were going to be able to keep it for the longest time.
This gives Boss a distinct advantage now. But, that said, I wouldn't write the Moist out. They still have more opportunity. They were ahead, and they can get back ahead.
Well, they just took this. Boss just took the strategy that we said they should be taking, which was they noticed they weren't winning mid. Winning mid. They knew it wasn't working for them, so they just went, you know what, this isn't happening. Let's try something else, and it's paid off in spades. All they've got to do now is capitalise on it.
Now it looks as though Boss have the upper hand at mid with Tinkle and Jackboots, Bruise, and I think it's Skittles, the only players left there. Celestini now heading back into Tom the Narwhal heading back into mid. It's actually Celestini's going for the cap on the Boss side.
Yeah, and he's stopping them from capping, and they just cannot get that cap away because Celestini's over there doing his thing.
Now they're going to have to send more players off just to deal with one player in Celestini.
Yeah, that's tough, and they're trying to get out the door, but but the Moist are dragging them back in and saying, "Nah, you're not getting out there to help."
Now Celestini's CC'd, but he's got full resolve and he's healing himself through it.
Oh.
He's being bursted down, but
it's going to be a three. It's going to be a 3-on-1 in a second. Yeah.
Celestini's out there. He's on 25% health, 6% health, 3% health. Celestini finally goes down.
Yeah,
and the cap's going down.
Winspec was over there to do what he needed to do, but all the battling right now is happening just outside this door.
We got Tom the Narwhal still at mid, focusing down Grizzy by the looks of it.
Yeah, the fight in the doorway is really it seems to be going the way of the Moist, but Boss, with that huge lead that they got from the last match, they've managed to just keep it together, and they're just trying to hold on.
And it looks like the Moist is actually starting to fall apart a bit. Boss has managed to they've felt the advantage here, and they managed to capitalize on it.
Yeah, definitely. It's mid is now where the fighting is happening, and it's going the way of Boss. But 241 to 325. Can the Moist peel it back? This is what they've got to do now. They have the
Well,
upper hand with the DPS and the heals. They need to regroup and see what they can do, but doesn't look like it's going to work for them this go around.
not this go, but I reckon you'll see next go somewhere in the middle, maybe after the first minute, they'll try and ninja cap that node.
Okay, let's see what happens in the next go around. We're about to have the pylons do their thing. It's exploding, and here it comes. Yep, and looked to me like that was Yoppie who just went straight out of the gate and headed towards the node. Is that right?
Yep, that was Yoppie.
Ah.
Now, earlier I was saying Boss weren't doing a good job of focusing down healers. Now we can see, I believe it's Winsbeck, and I think there was also, I can't actually, I'm a bit too far out, but definitely Winsbeck and two others were focusing down Tinkle. Unfortunately, Tinkle's still up.
Process is going down. Process is down. The Moist have all the ascendancy, and look, they're going for those orbs. And this is what they did the first time. Great
Well,
work.
they've evened it up, and they've gone, how do we get back into this? Well, we can wipe them, then grab all the orbs. That's going to give us a double advantage.
And Grizzy tried to get back and stop them, but he just couldn't get there in time. And look at that, they are moving as a group. They are not leaving anyone behind. They're not leaving anything to chance. They're going to come back here, and they are going to try. Grizzy's just having a little sit down. It's just having a bit of a rest. And here they come. Here they come.
Well, those orb grabs has actually put the Moist ahead in this.
And they went straight for Grizzy. They didn't even pause and think about it. They all hit Grizzy straight away.
And it's a slow fight back into mid. And as we can see, the boss actually standing in Celestiny's Vader flyby there, which was a smart move.
I take it back. It wasn't Grizzy they hit.
By
It was
Celestiny.
Frostless. Yeah. How are we looking here? Celestiny's being targeted. He's trying to get Tinkle's trying to heal him. The AoE heals are going down. Got a little one-on-one here. Tom the Narwhal going up against Wadeless.
Now it looks like Boss trying to grab some orbs to try and get back in this, but I don't think the Moist is actually going to let them have.
And I don't think there's enough time.
That.
If they grab the orbs, they've got to get them all the way back there through this carnage. I don't think they're going to make it even if they do get them.
Oh, they would. You at about the 20-second mark, you still have enough time to get there, and maybe even less if you're a sorcerer, a sage, or an inquisitor, or a Jedi Council, because you got 4 speed.
Well,
But at the moment, it's actually starting to look pretty even at mid. Tinkle still healing, still being focused down, still being CC'd out of it, but he isn't going down. That's the main thing.
I was standing in the way and I got I got taken down then, but that's okay. It happens. I'll come back into the fray and as soon as this explosion goes off. And Yoppie is unbeatable.
And we have Tinkle down on 0% health for a moment. Then he's on 3%, and Tinkle finally goes down. As Tom the Narwhal looks like the next one going down, with Warmonger focusing on Ruse instead of him, while Tom the Narwhal attacks Warmonger. Tom the Narwhal actually managed to stay alive. He was on like 5% health just then. Winsbeck now fighting Ruse and Skittles, and Tom the Narwhal's joined back in. It just isn't going to go Winspeck's way. He's going after Celestiny, but it just isn't going to work out. There's just too many players there.
This is very, very close. I mean, just like you called it, Boss held the Moist held the first game. Boss held the next 2 after they got that double cap, and then just like you called it, the Moist came back and they managed to do what they needed to do, which was they got those 4 orbs and they got the kills they needed to get in front. But now, Boss have gone back to the strategy that got them to win it in the first place, and they're trying to double cap.
Well, they're not trying to double cap. They're actually just trying to prevent the Moist from capping. That way, if they manage to prevent Moist from capping, they win the game. But at the moment that cap goes down, if they can't get it back, the Moist wins. This is the do or die moment for Boss.
And we're seeing a lot of. We're not seeing a lot of team killing. We're seeing a lot of 1v1s. Warmonger and Tom the Narwhal. We're seeing Prustless being taken by Skittles in the background there. Celestine's now trying to help out. Tinkle's just trying to stay in the background, but Smidge is just going after Tinkle, and now Warmonger's trying to help out. It's 1v1s all over the shop, and they're swapping. As soon as someone comes over to help out the next person, they're just swapping and running over and trying to grab someone else.
Now, it's probably worth noting, Yoppie's actually gone off after the Western Pylon.
Well, it looks like there's Smidge over there, and Grizzy is going to come out of the gate and go straight down over to that side. So I don't know how well he's going to go there.
The Moist really need this cap. There's only 25 seconds left, and they take 6 seconds to cap. That only gives them 18 seconds to cap this.
This is the do or die moment. They need how many seconds? 6 seconds. Okay, here we go. Can they do it? They've only got a few seconds.
They have to. There's only 6 seconds left in which they can start clicking, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it. They won't get it.
Oh no, hang on, can Skittles get it? No! They're not going to get it!
It's too late. Celestine may start capping, but he's not going to be able to cap it.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Boss.
This is just back and forth, constant.
Warmonger played out of his skin in that game. He's just gone down then. Is that going to be it? Is that going to be game?
It does not look like that's going to be game. This is going to go on.
We've got another 2.5 minutes. Just as I was about to call it, it keeps going. And here we are, we're still in mid. Rue's leaping over there. It looks like it's a 2-on-3 in the corner here. No, it could be even more than that, because here come Boss. And they're trying to get the orbs. The thing to note, sorry.
The thing to note here is, unless they interrupt Boss from capping, Boss are actually ahead at this point.
Oh dear. Although, the Moist have their node, so Boss,
they have their node, but they have to
get theirs.
They have to stop Boss from capping theirs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And given that Boss have orbs, it's going to be very difficult. Boss may actually win it within a few seconds of capping that node. So the Moist have to be all over it. And we're seeing Yoppie and Celestine over there right now.
Oh, Wadeless with the cap. The ninja cap's going down. I don't think Skittles isn't going to get... No, Skittles manages to pop it off. There's only 2 of them here, Celestine and Skittles. Skittles is trying to get over there. They stop him again. Wasteless can't do it. Here comes Tinkle. He's got the heals on Celestine, but there's 2 caps, 3 caps, 4 caps. No! Gosh, this is so close. They are trying and trying and trying. They're not... They're just... Oh, here we go. Can Warmonger... Oh, it goes down. I don't know who that was.
The energy potential for the Moist is actually greater than that of Boss at the moment. So as long as the Moist don't lose any players and give Boss any kills, they may actually win this.
Well, it's
Skittles
looking tough.
Now in a 2-on-1 against Winspec and Paralysis. Winspec and Paralysis actually trying to cap an orb because they realise that just anything they can do to get a couple of points on the board will win them this game. That's how close this is.
This is incredibly close. It's going to come right down to the wire. There's 25 seconds remaining. Ruse is getting killed out in the corner. He seems to be getting a few heals now from either Tinkle or Celestine. I can't see who's healing him. Probably Tinkle, because Tinkle's right there. He has been stunned. Skittles has been put into the downward motion. 7:59 to 7:29. What is going to happen right now? What are we going to see? Ruse is going for the kill on me.
I'm not sure what Warmonger was thinking just then. Oh, he realised that there wasn't enough time left on the board.
2,
and
1, 7:59 to 7:29. It looks like it's going to be a Moist win. It's come down 7:67 to 7:29.
But it's the actual overall, and it looks like Boss may win. No, the Moist just won.
Oh my goodness. What an incredible game. It was up, down, it was all over the shop. What an amazing game. And Boss, they played beautifully, but it was the Moist the Moist with the 2-1 victory over Boss. Wow.
Now, Swash is saying we don't understand the scoring system at all. It's more that we just don't understand basic mathematics.
Wow. Well, I gotta say, Winspec and Warmonger, they played a fantastic game from Boss's point of view. And Tom the Narwhal again, Celestini again, and Jackboots top of the table there for
Tom the Narwhal, top damage. Jack Boots was third in damage. Did an amazing job though.
I mean, everyone really played so well.
Ruse 240,000 protection, and for healing again Tinkle 845,000.
Over 540.
Followed by Wadeless with 665,000.
Oh yeah,
heals.
Fantastic work, Wadeless, who played it out of his skin. What a game! What a game! What an incredible game! So well done. And Yoppy played so well.
Well, he did get ninja capped.
Yeah.
You can't overlook something like that, unfortunately.
This is true, but you know, tried to make up for it and probably did at the end of the day. Who was your player of the match? I think
I'd have to give it to Ruse. He was just in the thick of it from the get-go, and
yeah,
the protection shows.
Yeah, and at the end there, you could just see he just leapt into a group of 4 of them and didn't even, you know, just wanted to hold them off, wanted to give his team the most time they could have. Ruse, you get our player of the match. Wow.
That was something. We finally got a full game with from these two teams without someone disconnecting, and what a game they put on. It was just back and forth constantly.
Wow, that was fantastic work. Fantastic work. Well, what can we say? But we're about 45 minutes overtime due to our late start. Not much we can do about that, but we're going to be back next week, Monday night. Let's have a look at the upcoming events.
We have WikiLeaks versus Pandemic,
and then Core 2
starting at 8:30, and Core 2 versus Apocalypse Now at 9:30 Eastern Standard Daylight Saving Time.
Just really looking forward to those games, but such a good quality of game tonight. Just such a good quality game.
We knew these teams were even, but we didn't think that they were that even, with only 20 points in it.
Yeah.
In Ancient Hypergates.
Yeah, just incredible. All right, well, what can we say except let's put on the music. And Esky, I'll talk to you in a minute. This is Scorpio. Catch you Monday night.